I'm sure you guys have heard the news by now, but Patrick Kane has signed a one-year deal with the Red Wings at $2.75 million, and while he was practicing with the Red Wings this morning in New York, how ironic, it doesn't look like he's going to be ready to play until next week. A lot of us would have liked to see him make his Red Wings debut tonight against his old team, the Rangers, but it's understandable for him to need more time to get geared up. Also, within like a couple of hours of the Kane signing, it was announced that Daniel Sprong would happily give his number 88 to Patrick Kane, and he has switched to number 17, starting tonight. And for a team that's played some really good hockey this season on the backs of guys like Larkin, DeBrincat, and Seider, this reinforcement could help them big time, especially when you got teams like Toronto and Tampa nipping at your heels. The natural fit for Patrick Kane obviously is going to be to stick him to Alex DeBrincat, but it's going to get super interesting because we're going to find out relatively quickly what Patrick Kane still has left in the tank. Me personally, I think his style of play is very conducive to still being a very good offensive player, even as he starts to get up there in age. And I really do give some credence to the idea that his dip in play last year was due to his hip problem. And even then, he showed some flashes of his old self. Remember that slap shot, almost buzzer beater? It was one of his last big moments with Chicago, and that was cool. And this guy's been such a big name for so long in the NHL that people are going to be watching him very closely. And again, this is going to be straight up popcorn here. It's going to be super interesting to see what kind of Patrick Kane the Detroit Red Wings get. And especially because there's no way Alex DeBrincat being there wasn't part of his decision. We heard about it in the summer, and even then it was like, really? He's considering Detroit? I thought it was going to be Florida, Vegas, Colorado, the Rangers, the Leafs, even his hometown of Buffalo I would have put ahead of the Red Wings. So he's got to have a pretty good idea that him and DeBrincat are going to light it up like old times. Or we're going to see the classic case of declining superstar drops further and further down the lineup, and the Patrick Kane Revenge Tour will slowly start to turn into the Patrick Kane Farewell Tour. But again, with a healthy hip, and unless he turned into Captain Hook while he was out, he's still got his hands, and he's still got his hockey IQ and playmaking ability that made him a first overall pick in the first place. I'm not saying he's going to be able to just become one of the best players in the world again. I just think that number 88 jersey still has a lot of goals and points to give. Comments down below, give me your Patrick Kane point predictions for this year, and what kind of player are we talking about when we're talking about Patrick Kane at the end of this year? Like, are we saying, okay, he's still elite, or are we saying, ooh, it might be time to hang him up, Patrick? Or is it somewhere in between? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.